They have finally done it. He is coming to My Hero Ultra Impact, the long anticipated character that I know a lot of you have been wanting. And also the data download is done, maintenance is over, and there's a lot of things to talk about here. So let's go ahead and get started. Vigilante Deku, everybody, yes, he is coming, as you can tell by the title, as you can tell by the thumbnail. There are lots of interesting things in this data download, so let's go ahead and get right on into it. If you guys are new to the channel, though, make sure you guys go down there, click that red subscribe button, click that bell, turn on all those notifications, drop a like down below, and comment. Are you excited for Vigilante Deku? So, all of this stuff is done, maintenance is over, the data download is done, and we are good to go for everything that is going to be up and coming to the game. Now, the maintenance was for version 2.11.0, and this was what they said on the store anyway, in preparation for the new Club Pass feature, which we actually already knew about the Club Pass specifically. This was its asset. We knew it was coming at some point, but we didn't know really what it was, or how long we would have to wait for it to actually come. Now we do have some idea of when this will be coming. Don't know if it's paid or free. Most likely it's free, though. 99% sure it's free. Don't think it's paid. But either way, the Club Pass looks pretty cool. Let's go ahead and go over it again here. So the Club's Pass, new Club Pass every month, so it will be monthly, so you can go through all this every month. Work together to earn club points and get awesome rewards. So as you can see, we got UR limit breakers, we got gems, we got tickets, we got other items as well in the Club Pass. I mean, it's pretty cool. So a lot of that stuff is going to be coming. The Club Pass itself, the very first one, will go live on April 1st. So this is going to be starting in April. I mean, we're already through March already, so no reason for it to have started now. But you will be able to get the very first Club Pass and get all of this stuff going on the 1st of April. So we also have some new case file chapters, chapter 2 for season 2, or like the section 2 of the case files there. Those are new. We also have the new Club Pass feature that we talked about here. We also have April Fools coming. Sadly, no units, but we do have a memory. And yeah, Fantasy Aizawa drop rate 1.5 times Impact Fest is coming. This is potentially, don't know yet though, because it's still up in the air. This could be potentially the very last Heroes Assemble fantasy character that we see for quite a while, because this is from the outro of the anime's second season, as you can tell from the top here, but that is where these characters are being pulled from. So this could potentially be the final one that we're going to get before the second anniversary, because I don't think the JP second anniversary is going to continue the Impact Fest fantasy units. I think we're going to get something completely new. Whether that's steampunk, who knows? My bet is on steampunk, but yeah, that's pretty much where we're going with that. So here we have the Vigilante Deku plus Ultra. We're going to look at that in a minute, as well as the Aizawa plus Ultra animation as well. We do have a new status effect for the Vigilante Deku here. It is called Fajin. It actually uses the already existing icon in the game for that, but at current level, I think there's at least 30 levels, or however level it can go up to. I think it can go up to like 999 or something like that, but either way, a counter that increases when various conditions are met and gives various effects relative to the current count. Use that icon. We also have VE Tower ranking, so we have the Toga stage that's going to be getting the SS ranking difficulty as well, and we have the VE Tower here for the SR boost characters and UR boost characters there. So again, we have all the characters here. The recruit for Vigilante Deku is going to go from April 1st all the way to April 15th. And then Aizawa's Impact Fest is going to be from March 28th till April 13th. So it's actually going to be live while Vigilante Deku is active. Also, this actually goes live in a few days, actually. So we'll see Impact Fest Aizawa go live right after the Impact Fest Fantasy Ida, Jiro, and Kaminari leave. I believe it's the day after they leave. So then we'll see Recruit Aizawa come in for the fantasy unit. And then once Dabi leaves, we'll have Vigilante Deku come in, and that's when he'll start his. Again, the hidden stage SS difficulty added, the rankings for the VE Tower going to start on the 29th and go all the way to April 19th. So there we go. Got all this stuff. The maximum ranking for your Club Pass Now, actually, let's go up to the club pass real quick again. As you can see here, you can see like rank 1, rank 2, and it gives you like the items and stuff like that. It actually is resembled quite a bit like the VE Tower challenges area, like where you have all the items that you can get for completing challenges, right? It's kind of like the same kind of UI-ish, really. So there's that. But again, I think this is going to be 100% free. I don't think it's going to be paid whatsoever. But that's cool. I mean, it's like a battle pass. It's really neat. So I'm all for it, especially for more free items, more free gems, more free tickets, whatever the case may be. Always free for that. The total experience to reach rank 15 on your club pass is 28,000. The first club pass starts on April 1st, as you can see here. The club pass rank reward, so rank 1 through 15, you get 50,000 coins and you get some hero devices, super gadgets. You get 100 gems right here from rank 4 to rank 6, so that's 100 gems right there. You get another 100 gems at rank 8. You get 2 recruit tickets, so basically 5 recruit tickets, 200 gems, and then you also get 3 UR fragments for your limit breakers there, so that's going to be good. This is every month, by the way, so that's an extra 200 gems a month from your club pass if you can get that thing ranked up quickly, right? So there you go. And then obviously a lot of coins here as well. Then we also have some of this, but this is the club pass rank needed to get from 1. I mean, obviously you're going to start at level 1, 1,000 to get to rank 2, 2,500, and it goes all the way up to 28,000 to reach rank 15. Now we are going to have an April Fool's login bonus. That's going to give us the new April Fool's memory items. So as you can see, you kind of see it's all the monedas again, but that's going to give us 5 of them from the login, 50 gems, and 1 SR limit breaker item for those memories. So that's cool. Again, it's pretty much, you get total of 5, so 1 plus your 4 copies. Then you can use the SR limit breaker if you want to limit break the April Fool's memory. So there's that. The login bonus is going to go from the 31st until the 14th. So you have plenty of time to get those from basically on reset to reset on those days, right? We have another new weekend login bonus coming up. That's going to give us 150 stamina and 80 total gems. So every weekend that's going to happen for 4 weekends starting on April 6th. So that's when these weekend login bonuses are going to start for the next 4. And then just some information. We're going to go over this in a minute and we'll go ahead and go over Deku's kit. And we'll get to whatever I said here in a second. But let's go ahead and check out some of the other goody goods that we have from the game, because this is going to be epic and amazing. So let's check out Vigilante Deku. He does have an intro and he does have an outro. Oh, not an outro. I think he has a windscreen. I'm not actually sure. I think nearly every character gets a windscreen. I don't think it's unique for Deku on this one, but he has a plus ultra and he actually does have a unique intro. This is the first general pool unit. Yes, Vigilante Deku is a general pool unit. And he is the very first one to get a unique intro, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken. But let's go ahead and take a watch real quick. So the unique intro, oh, it looks so good. Oh my goodness, man. This looks so sick. Oh, dude. Yeah, so I don't know if this is I don't think this is a unique outro. It might be. I'm not actually 100% sure, right? So that might be a unique outro, but we do have a unique intro. And the Plus Ultra, just in general, looks really, really good. Like, look at this. I'm to be honest, I'm very glad that he's a general pool unit, because everyone will have the chance to get him at any point in the game's life cycle, right? So, and I do believe he's fairly good as a character. We also have the Impact Fest Fantasy Aizawa coming. Here's his intro, plus ultra, and his unique outro as well. Obviously, fantasy units have all gotten the unique intro, outro, plus the plus ultra. And Aizawa does use his sword, I do believe. Yes, there it is, using the sword in the plus ultra. Oh, it looks so good, man. Aizawa's cool, I like it. Then you got the unique outro, putting up the sword. But again, looks really cool. Let's just take a look at it one more time. Unique intro, cool, love it. I don't know, I just love all the like unique ones that they do. You know, we always get like Deku, Bakugo, but even the fantasy, I do like having them because they give them unique stuff to have in their animations, right? At least from what you can if you watch them, at least. If you're skipping the animations, it doesn't really matter, but either way. So that's cool. That's all the intros for those. And as you can see here in the bottom right there, I do have Deku's Unawakened animated art playing for you guys just to kind of look at it, because I thought it was cool. I just wanted it to be there. But here we go. STR Vigilante Deku, STR SR Ochako, and the Ilaro event Ida is going to be an STR unit as well. So 3 STR units, and Aizawa is going to be a ABL unit, so a blue type unit. So that's interesting. We did need another blue because, I mean, I think the only blue Impact Fest fantasy was Todoroki, I do believe. So, I mean, blue, green. I was thinking Aizawa would have been blue or green, and I'm glad to see him as blue, honestly. So that's cool. But let's just take a look at him as well as the memories that are going to be coming out. Also, just to kind of take a look here, this week on Saturday, by the way, the 25th, that is going to be the final episode of the anime, and they are going to give us 5 tickets to celebrate the anime's TV broadcast, and then also 100 hero gems to celebrate the anime reaching the end of season 6. So 100 free gems right there on the 27th. And then after the maintenance today, we did get 50 gems, I do believe. And then also, this is really weird because this is happening later. So we're gonna get another maintenance on the 31st, it seems. For what? I don't know. So we're probably gonna expect a maintenance. I don't know what it's for. It could be probably getting Club Pass ready to, like, the final touch, right? The final touch for Club Pass, because it may not be fully in the game, or at least some of the data may be missing. It seems like a lot of it is there, or at least a large majority of it is there, but they may do a maintenance just to get ready for Club Pass to get the first one going for April, right? Since it is the first one, I'm sure they want to get it up and running as smooth as possible, right? So we will expect a maintenance then. Again, I only expect it to be for the Club Pass stuff, so we'll see what that holds for us there. And then also the rewards for the AR camera release campaign. We're going to get 10 large boxes. Save those for Trust when Trust resets. Trust resets every month. Make sure you use them to get all your characters. I believe it's up to 10,000 at least every month. That way you get those free gems and you can save them for your Impact Fest Aizawa or your Vigilante Deku. And also we have a lot of drop rate up campaigns coming as well. We seem to be, after this one, I do believe it. Yeah, that's the end of the ×3 after the USJ drop ×3 there. But we are going to get one more main quest drop ×3, so that's good. But either way, let's take a look at Vigilante Deku, because I know that you guys are all excited to see him, right? So he has 49,565 ADV at maximum HP, 11,709 power, and 818 speed, again at maximum. So, I mean, as you can see, he has quite the kit. He has quite the kit here. So, as I read, right, the Fajin, this is the icon for Fajin, and it does say current level X, so it's going to be a counter. So like current level 1, 2, 3, 4, blah, 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 blah. That goes up and down depending on the effects of Vigilante Deku's kit, right? So we're going to read that in a minute. But just keep in mind, it is just a counter for Vigilante Deku, and it does use the existing static and plus Ultra Gauge charging up icon. I don't know why they didn't give him a new one, because stress is the same thing as Fajin, essentially. Like it's a level counter. So I don't know why they didn't give him a unique icon. Maybe this could be a placeholder for all we know. They could actually add one later. So who knows? I hope they do add a unique one. That would be great. But if not, it is what it is. Also, actually, wait, let's look at the character arts, because this, I mean, obviously it's rotated to the side. This is like that iconic pose for Vigilante Deku, right? But again, it is rotated. Remember, the game is a horizontal game for the most part, so this makes sense why it is rotated this way. I'm not too fussed about it though. Still looks fantastic. That's the unawakened art. And the awakened art, I mean, obviously I think it'll look 10 times better when the effects are on it and animated, like all the full effects. Sometimes the still art can be kind of, it can be kind of iffy, right? But if you want to see the actual full-fledged animated art here, this is what it actually looked like here. If I can actually loop it back again, there we go. So that's what the actual animated art does look like without the effects. Remember, that doesn't have all the effects on it, but I think without the effects, it actually just looks pretty sick. I like it. So there is that. All right, let's take a look at this kit. Remember, this kit is being looked at the maximum. So if you want to check it out on the Ultra Impact database website, link in the description down below. So Manchester smashes this plus Ultra. Oh, man, this is going to be a pain to read. Deals 650% damage to a single opponent. Medium chance of 50% to stun the opponent for 2 turns. Oh, my goodness. So when character's Fajin is 10 or higher, so a count of 10 or higher, shortens character's action skill cooldown time by 2. What? the heck? Okay. All right. When character's Fajin is 30 or higher, so it can go above 30, makes character static for 8 turns and increases power by 60% for 8 turns. Remember, a static increase rate at which character plus ultra gauge fills up. So he's going to basically get his plus ultra gauge even faster, and he's going to get a power buff if you have above 30. So what this means, by the way, is when character's Fajin is 30, when character's Fajin is 10, your Fajin count has to be 10 or higher when you use the plus ultra, or 30 or higher when you use the plus ultra. So remember, that's basically how it's going to work. You need your count to be at that number or higher in order for it to gain those effects. So I assume, by the way, if you have 30 or higher, that means you're also going to trigger the first Fajin one. That's the shortened cooldown time, right? So if you have 30 or higher, you should trigger this one. Let's just keep reading, by the way. I'm not even done. When character's Fajin is 30 or higher, increases critical hit rate by 60%. Excellent for VE Tower, by the way. Fantastic. When character's Fajin is 30 or higher, character's Fajin is reduced by 30. When character's Fajin is less than 30, character's Fajin is reduced by 6. So basically what that means is when you have your Fajin raised up to a certain level and it triggers these effects, you're basically going to lose that Fajin. It's like it's using like a meter, right? So you're raising your meter up, and then once you use this move, it'll then reduce the meter back, so you have to build it back up, right? So again, there are multiple ways to raise your Fajin, especially, but this, oh my God, right? Like the critical hit rate, good for VE Tower, increased power is always good. The shortens cooldown time, my word, he's already at 5. And then if you use this at 10 or higher, shortens action skill cooldown time by 2, 3 and 3. Like, he's gonna have 3 turn cooldowns if you get this off every single time with his plus ultra. Plus his static raises his plus ultra gauge more, right? That's what a static does, if I'm not mistaken. A static increases rate at which character plus ultra gauge fills up. So you got that. And then you got increased power. Oh my, this is cool. I like it. I like it. I like it. So if you do have 30 or higher, you're going to lose that 30. So let's say you're at 35, right? If you're at 35 Fajin, you're going to get this 10 or higher, which is going to reduce the cooldown time. You're also going to get this 30 or higher, getting the static and power increase. And you also should get this 30 or higher and get the critical hit rate. So you're going to get critical hit rate, power, the cooldown time, all of them. You also have a chance to stun, by the way. Just saying, you have a chance to stun. And then if you use it, once you use it and you have like 35, you're going to drop down to 5. So that's what's going to happen. And like, so if you were at like, let's say this one, this only activates if you're at like, let's say Fajin level 25. So if you are at Fajin level 25, you're practically only going to get the cooldown by 2. So, but then it's going to just reduce by 6. So you're going to go from 25 to 19. So then you can trigger this later again. So you have, obviously you're going to start at like, a little bit lower, but not as low as if you had like over 30, right? So interesting. Again, it is a little bit of a balanced way to actually why they're doing it that way. And I do think that's decent. I think it's a good way to balance it more or less, but because you get a lot at 30 or higher. So reduce by 30, then you have to build that back up again. Definitely good. So action skill number 2, Black Whip and Shoot Style. This is a brand new skill, by the way. It deals 450% damage to a single opponent, medium chance of stunning the opponent for 2 turns. When Fajin is 10 or higher, increases character's critical hit rate by 40%. When Fajin is 15 or higher, increases character's skill impact by 45%. Character's Fajin is reduced by 3. So yeah. So when you use this, if you're at 10 or higher, you're going to get the first bit. If you're at 15 or higher, you're going to get both of them. And then if you're at 15, let's say you're at 15, you're going to get that reduced by 3. So you're going to go back to down to 12. So not a lot of a decrease, but still, you can probably build up this Fajin a little bit easier later. So let's just continue, right? Action skill 2, Overflowing Strength, increases character's critical hit rate by 30% for 4 turns, increases character's plus ultra gauge by 20%, gains 3 Fajin, gains 3 Fajin when used in a successfully executed skill chain, increased effect relative to the number of skill chains. So this is what I put in the Discord data mine chat. This part right here, increased effect relative to the number of skill chains. So skill chain of 1 gives you 3, skill chain of 2 gives you 6, skill chain of 3 gives you 9. So as far as if I'm reading it correctly in the data and stuff like that, that is how that's going to work. So obviously Deku's going to want to go last. So you get 9 Fajin by using this skill, getting the plus ultra gauge, getting critical hit rate. Then using this one, you're going to drop by 3, but you basically got 6 in the tank, right? So if you're increasing by 9, getting your plus ultra gauge faster, deal off the plus ultra, and get your cooldown time by 2 gone. And I mean, just okay. On top of that, by the way, his first auto skill, he gains 1 Fajin level per turn. And when the character's Fajin is less than 15, he increases his critical hit rate by 25%, increases skill impact by 3% for every 1 Fajin. Oh my god. Again, heavily dependent on Fajin, but I think this is going to be a super good unit. So, second auto skill, character gains 3 Fajin every 2 critical hits. This guy's already got insane critical hit rate, by the way. Like, insane critical hit rate. You give him a memory with more critical hit rate. If you're critting, you're going to get 3, 3, 3, 3, especially. So, I mean, he only has 1 skill, but obviously you got your normal attacks too. So he's going to get 3, 3, 3 every time you get that crit off. And that's okay. When character's Fajin is 15 or higher, increases character's power by 40% and gives the character piercing shot. Oh my god, dude. Deku's going to be insane for VE Tower. He is a gen pool unit, so, but he's still really good. Really good. Obviously, I don't know. He's not obviously Fest level. I think there are Fests that are better than him, clearly. But just as a general pool unit, Dabi was already a really good gen pool unit. This guy is also insanely good as a gen pool unit. Like, dude, I think the Fajin skill, I think it sounds kind of confusing when you're first reading it, but if you read it and you kind of figure it out, then oh my god, you're gonna get 1 Fajin per turn essentially. You're gonna get a critical hit buff when your Fajin is less than 15. Every time you crit, you're gonna get 3 Fajin, and you're gonna get a power increase if you go above Fajin 15. So you got 40% power and piercing shot above 15. Increasing your critical rate by 30%. So on turn 1, you have your auto skill giving you the first one, increasing your critical hit rate, and then increasing skill impact for every 1 Fajin. So you have 1, so that's 3%, right? Critical hit by 25%. Use skill 2 for the extra 30%. You're at 55% critical hit rate at turn 1 using this skill. You're getting 3 Fajin. Use this skill in a 3rd executed skill chain slot. You're getting 9 plus 3 Fajin. That's 12 Fajin right on turn 1. Well, 13 if you include the 1 from the auto skill. So there's that. And then when you critical hit on normal attacks, you're going to get 3. So let's say you do 1 critical hit. So you get the 9 plus the 3 plus the 1. That's 13 plus the 3. That's 16 on turn 1. 16 on turn 1. Go to a skill, at least if my math is correct. That's heavily dependent though on you getting a critical every 2 critical hits. So no. So I am mistaken. Not every turn. Not on the first turn probably. But you're gonna get the 3. Essentially on turn 2, you're gonna get this on turn 2. So you're gonna get that 3 if you get the critical hit rate on turn. Well, you might. Well, yeah. No. Yeah, you probably would. You're gonna get increased critical hit rate. Put a memory that increases critical hit rate on him. Again, I'm trying to math in my head while I'm recording this, but yeah, he's still going to be insanely good. Then you use this, you should be well above 10 at least by the time you use this skill after you use this on turn 1. Then you're going to get reduced by that, but you're going to get all this. Then you're going to get your plus ultra gauge off. And dude's going to just, I would save plus ultra till when you're 30 or higher. At least. Then when you bang off that plus ultra move, oh my Lanta, that's gonna be insane. Yeah, again, Deku is really good. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of Deku down in the comments down below. I think he's gonna be a fantastic gen pool unit, just overall. Let's look at the Ochako. This is the Banner SR unit. So she also does have a new skill, by the way, 0 satellites. So her plus ultra attack deals 450% damage to a single opponent. Shortens character's action skill cooldown time by 1. Not too bad. I like some cooldown time reduction. Also increases skill impact by 20% if the opponent is affected by speed down. Okay. Then her first action skill, Gunhead Martial Arts, gives character the ability to nullify normal attacks and ability to counter. So that's Green Ochako basically, right? That's like Green Ochako's ability right there. Increases character's skill impact by 35%. There probably is another Ochako with this, I'm just not remembering. Green Ochako is the one that sticks out to me from day one, basically, so that's why I said that. Increases character's skill impact by 35% for 3 turns. Again, not too bad. Increases character's plus ultra gauge by 25% when using the successful executed skill chain. So basically just any slot really should give you that 25%. Her second one is going to deal 300% damage to a single opponent, decreases the opponent's speed by 25% for 3 turns. There's that speed reduction there. So you're going to want to pop this off first. Then, well, no, maybe not. I would say pop this one first, then this one. I don't know. We'll have to see. Decreases opponent's critical hit rate by 25% for 3 turns. And then skill impact is increased by 30% if you're going against a villain. A lot of Endeavor was like this, and they're adding a lot of if character is a villain in this now. Now, you probably could use her potentially for VE Tower, because the next VE Tower is Toga, so this would probably go over well, maybe, using her. But a lot of villains. I wonder if more villains are coming up in the future, though. Hopefully. So cooldown of 5 for each of those. Oh, by the way, this is at maximum level, by the way, just to let you know. She has 744 speed, 10,217 power, and 4,500 HP, basically. So that's not too bad for an SR. Let's look at her art, by the way. Art 1, I mean, it's an SR. It looks pretty good. I like it. And then her second one, I love how Ludi always says that like they add like random crap to these SRs for Ochako just to float around. And it kind of does look it. I do believe that's from her Toga fight, if I'm not mistaken, from season 6. Was it season 6? Yeah, season 6 this season. Maybe, not entirely sure. I can't really remember that much, but let me know in the comments, by the way. But again, our art's looking fantastic as always. Increases max HP of all their allies that are heroes by 20%. So basically use them anyone on the team that you would run with her, except if you're running villains with her. I don't think you would though. Every 3 turns, shorten action skill cooldown time by 1. And increases plus ultra gauge of all allies by 15% up to 3 times. So every 3 turns, you're going to get a cooldown reduction of 1 and plus ultra gauge of all allies, including herself, by the way, of 15% up to 3 times. So there's that. After 3 times, this is pretty useless. So after 9 turns, basically. So at 3 turns, 3, then you'll get this all complete, right? So there's that. Ochako, I mean, looking okay. I would say she's okay. I mean, I like the speed reduction. That could definitely be helpful for something like Arena, maybe, if you have no other option for speed reduction. But I think there are plenty other choices, especially for that. But I think she would do fine in VE Tower more or less than Arena. I mean, she doesn't stand out to me as like the busty bust that was like Endeavor. Endeavor was insanely good for his SR that came out with Dabi, but she's okay. So I have to use her if I can pull her. That is, I have to use her to figure out if she's better than I'm thinking. But so far, I mean, on paper, sounds good. Not wowing me, but sounds good. So the event Ida is also going to be there. So he's going to be from the Lotto event. So it's a free to play character. Art looking cool. I like the rainbow effect, by the way, on this one. This looks really good, but his art looks really good for an SR here. I mean, still, I like it. Whatever. We'll go with it. So, Recipro Sliding deals 400% damage to a single opponent. Skill impact is increased relative to character speed. Also decreases opponent's critical hit rate by 30% for 3 turns. Okay. Increases character speed for 3 turns. Gives character the ability to use 2 normal attacks for 3 turns. Increases critical hit rate of all allies by 25% for 3 turns. Also increases critical skill impact of all allies by 30% for 3 turns. Cooldown of 6. And then you're going to get the Recipro Burst DX. Deals 300% damage to a single opponent. Skill impact is increased relative to character speed. Also decreases the opponent's critical hit rate by 35% for 3 turns. I hate the relative to speed thing, but Ida is usually generally a fast character, so that's not too bad. So every time a critical hit is made, increases character's critical hit rate by 10% for 3 turns and speed by 15% for 3 turns. Interesting. And then decreases critical hit rate of all UA class 1A characters by 15% and also increases character's critical hit rate by 50% when the battle starts. Oh, opponents for 3 turns when battle starts. So Ida, I mean, it's a free to play unit. What can you do? I mean, he sounds okay as well. It's hard to really tell on paper then when you get them into practice, right? But on paper, he sounds okay. He's not, again, not wowing me for anything. Just sounds kind of basic-ish, really. So let me know what you guys think. Eat it down in the comments down below. And now for the big boy, as well as the Impact Fest, Fantasy Aizawa is coming. Let's take a look at his art, by the way. I love the purple here. I didn't actually notice this yet, but this purple is nice. I like it. And then this one, I like the eye effect. I don't know why. I do like the eye effect for this one. I don't know about the splashes in the back. I think the lightning would have been a better choice for this one too, but I mean, it still looks good. I love all the, I love all the arts. Arts always look good in this game, to be honest with you. Most of them, 99% of the arts look good in this game. So, Shota Aizawa, fantasy character, blue, ABL, whatever you want to call it. So his plus ultra cancels all temporary buffs of a single opponent, deals 650% damage to a single opponent, high chance of sealing the opponent's skills for 3 turns, which is 70%. Medium chance of 45%, causing the opponent to bleed for 3 turns. Okay. Always love to see. Basically, this is basically what Yellow Aizawa. I think this is actually better than Yellow Aizawa. I think. Let me actually take a look at Yellow Aizawa real quick. We gotta take a look. Yeah, it is. It is better. Yeah, way better. Okay, we'll take that. So cancels 3 temporary buffs of a single opponent. Decreases the opponent's power by 25% for 3 turns, decreases opponent's defense by 30% for 3 turns, medium chance of sealing the opponent for 3 turns. So this one only cancels 1 and deals 400% damage here, but he only cancels 1. And this is a medium 55% of sealing skills for 3 turns when in a skill chain. This is a 45%, so this one is slightly higher on his action skill there for the yellow. But this one, it doesn't require the skill chain thing, so that's not too bad. I mean, I still think this Aizawa so far is still better than Yellow Aizawa, just for his plus ultra and this. You're getting that defense drop and the power drop. And then also you have the chance to seal, and you're getting rid of 3 temporary buffs instead of the 1 that this one can do. Okay, let's just continue. I'm getting off track. So we have his second action skill, deals 425% to a single opponent. Medium chance 55% of binding the opponent. It's not blinding. Binding the opponent for 2 turns. And how many does he bind for this one? I don't think he binds on this one, does he? Nope. Never mind. So he has a seal and a bind for 2 turns. Increases character's plus ultra gauge by 40% and a skill impact increase by 30% if the opponent is affected by power down. Obviously, so the way you want to use this Aizawa right now, just off of the 2 skills, and it's plus ultra, use this one first, then this one, because you want that power down to get that extra skill impact buff. Then you get, because this is going to give power down and defense drop. Plus, you want to get this off first because you get the defense drop. Then you can deal this extra damage by getting the defense drop. Then you're getting that plus ultra gauge by 40%, so you should get this a lot quicker. Hopefully within this defense 3 turns. So if you get it within the defense 3 turns, you're going to be able to get all of this here, and you're going to seal, chance to bleed as well. Okay. So his auto skill 1 cancels 1 of character's status ailments every turn, increases speed of all pro hero allies by 25%. This guy is going to work well with a lot of the pro heroes, especially someone like Genist. And I know there's another one that I'm thinking of, and I can't remember off the top of my head. Another good one. I know Genist will be one that run with him, especially. Either way, definitely a good pro hero buff guy right here. So it gives character the ability to evade 1 time after receiving an attack from an opponent with piercing shot. Multi-hit attacks are 1 attack. Gives character a barrier that nullifies 1 hit after receiving an attack from an opponent with bullseye. Also 1 attack is a multi-hit. Multi-hits are 1 attack only. Also increases character's skill impact by 10% when using a successfully executed skill chain up to 10 times. So if you do a skill chain up to 6 times, you're getting a max of 60% with that second auto skill there. So that's 60% skill impact right there. So about, yeah. Okay. Aizawa. He's better than Yellow. 100% better than Yellow. Yellow's good. This guy just does everything better and then some. Very much better. This Aizawa is going to be one, if you play Arena, this Aizawa is going to be a good a good unit for your arena, especially if you want to run some pro heroes with Genius, Aizawa, whoever else. At the top of my head, I can't remember. It's late. I apologize. But yeah, again, this Aizawa, better than yellow. Use him. He's gonna be fantastic in arena for sure. But that's Aizawa. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. All right, let's take a look at the memories here. So we have the Sports Festival memory, which is cool. With these feelings, when the battle starts, regenerates character's HP by 10% for 2 turns. Also further regenerates character HP by 10% for 3 turns every 3 turns. Oh my god, that's so confusing to read. I had to sit there and think about it for a minute. I was like, what did it say? Okay, so yeah, so it increases character's HP by 10% for 3 turns every 3 turns. So basically, you're just getting the 10% buff every 3 turns. For 3 times. Okay. Increases character's defense by 20% when you're generating HP. Shortens action skill cooldown time by 2 every 3 turns, up to 3 times. Definitely a memory to use with Deku, I would say, more or less. I think this is a good one, especially get that cooldown time reduction. Regenerating your HP as well. I don't know, but regenerating HP is fine. Definitely a decent, okay memory for Deku, but I think the action skill cooldown time is what is gonna make Deku even better just by having it with that. So that's on DX1, by the way. Actually, so okay, if you're to pull this memory at DX level 1, shortens character's action skill cooldown time by 2 every 3 turns, up to 3 times. So he only gets this 3 times. If we go to level 1, right? No stars, no limit breaks, whatever. So then he gets shortens character's action skill cooldown time by 2 on the 3rd turn. Okay, so okay. I was sitting there reading that way differently in my head for some reason. So yeah, so this only does it 1 time. So you only get this 1 time on the 3rd turn. This actually gives it to you 3 times every 3 turns. So that's okay. That's not too bad. Okay. I was reading that way differently, but that, I mean, it's an okay memory. I definitely like the cooldown time on that one. So we have the SR memory with Deku here. That's going to be on his banner. This is going to reduce damage to the character by 25% when HP is 50% or higher. Once per battle, regenerates character's HP by 50% for 2 turns when HP is below 50. And also lowers chances of getting stunned or paralyzed. It's okay. The damage reduction is nice. I like that. But other than that, it's okay. It's an okay memory. Nothing too crazy in my eyes, realistically, so far. Then we have Jiro. This is the event memory that's going to come with Deku. Reach for Greatness. If equipped by a UA class 1A character, increases character's plus ultra gauge by 40% when battle starts. Also increases character's critical hit rate by 40% for 3 turns when a wave starts. Okay. Not a bad memory. I do like the plus ultra gauge. Again, this actually would be a good one for Deku too, for that critical rate. That's what I was talking about. That critical rate plus that plus ultra gauge when the battle starts. I mean, that's going to be a decent memory to give Deku, especially like right at the start of the battle. So definitely one to consider if you're going to pull for Vigilante Deku. It's a free memory, so definitely a good one to throw on him, I would say. There is no memory for Aizawa, but again, let's just take a look at this here. This is the banner for Deku here. You have the 2 memories and the 2 characters in the general pool. Again, I can't wait to summon on this guy. So we have upcoming, again, we have the VE Tower for boost characters here. We have Todoroki, Momo, and Dabi. Also, white-hair Dabi's on this. Is also featured on this banner if you want to summon for any of those. I would not recommend it. Then we have the Impact Fest Aizawa, who's going to have all of the memories from the fantasy units as well as himself on the banner. And that is it. No other fantasy units on this, but this could be the last fantasy unit of Ultra Impact for at least this set. They may come back in the future, obviously, but this is probably going to be the last one until we start something brand new for the 2nd anniversary, more than likely. So there's that. We also have the Lotto event, just to kind of quickly run through that. Obviously, the Ida is in here. You can be able to get all of his stuff. Nothing really too crazy, nothing any different from the before. And then let's take a look at missions real quick. So the upcoming missions, there are some ones for clubs in here, which I wanted to talk about, which is relative to the club pass, right? So if you're going to get your April club pass to rank 10, you're going to get 3 tickets. You get lots of gems and tickets for your club pass, by the way. So make sure you're doing your club pass when it drops in April. Get a lot of gems and some tickets, and that's going to be good for your summons on anniversary, or if you want Vigilante Deku again. Highly recommend making sure you do your club stuff, because that's a lot of stuff that you can get to save onto for anniversary and stuff like that too. So there is that. But that is pretty much all there is to it for this data download and Ultra Impact. This is a lot to go over. I know, I'm sorry this video is pretty long. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. Do you like Vigilante Deku? Do you like Aizawa? I think Aizawa, excellent. Better than Yellow Aizawa by far. Definitely a great arena character. I think Deku's going to be a good VE Tower character overall. And just hype that we finally got Vigilante Deku. I think we didn't have to wait too long for him, but he's finally coming to the game, bringing Fajin and stuff like that. It's going to look pretty cool. Again, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic day.